Hey everyone, welcome to Gold Silver Frontier. I'm your host, and right now I need you to stop everything. Put your phone down if you can, close other tabs, and focus with me for the next few minutes. This is not just another market update. This could be one of the biggest things happening in precious metals right now, and most people have no idea. Last night, while you were sleeping or thinking about your weekend plans, the hidden backbone of global finance took a massive hit. It wasn't a loud crash with flashing headlines or emergency broadcasts. It was quiet, too quiet. The system that sets gold and silver prices, the one everyone trusts to tell us what real assets are worth, simply went dark. In a world where trades happen in milliseconds and everything updates instantly, silence like this isn't normal. Silence is danger. It means the numbers stop making sense somewhere deep in the machine, and someone chose to pull the plug and keep the mess out of sight. Today is Sunday, February 1st, 2026. Wall Street is shut down. Traders are at home with their families, offices empty, screens black. This is supposed to be the calm weekend zone, when computers quietly balance the week's trades, clear accounts, and get ready for Monday. It's the boring part of finance that nobody watches. But today, that boring part is exploding behind the scenes. The financial plumbing isn't just leaking, it's burst wide open. And what's pouring out isn't water, it's proof that the gold and silver markets have been built on shaky, fake foundations for a long time. I've been glued to my screens for the past 6 hours straight, digging into data from the CME group, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. This is the world's main hub for discovering gold and silver prices. It's like the giant scoreboard everyone looks at to know what these metals are really worth. We've been refreshing their daily reports over and over, the ones that show who demanded real physical metal and who actually got bars delivered to their vaults. This isn't optional info, it's the proof the whole system is honest and working. But guess what we're getting? Nothing useful. Blank fields where numbers belong, timestamps from days ago that don't line up, strange error codes popping up. It's a complete information blackout right where we need transparency the most. Imagine checking your bank app and seeing error instead of your balance. That's small potatoes compared to this. Multiply it by trillions, and you get the picture. Now, ask yourself, does this feel like an accident? The most secure, most backed up financial system on Earth just happens to fail completely on the weekend, right after silver crashed 26% in a single day from its recent highs? Come on. Timing like that isn't random. I don't believe in coincidences this big. I believe in cover-ups. I believe in people scrambling to erase tracks before the lights come back on Monday morning. What we're watching looks like the fingerprints of the largest precious metals fraud in modern times being scrubbed clean. Let me walk you through exactly what's missing so you can see why this is so serious. Every trading day, without fail, the CME releases two critical pieces of data that keep the market honest. First, volume. How many contracts traded? How many buyers met sellers? Simple count, like checking ticket sales at a game. Easy to verify. Second, issues and stops. This is the real key. It shows how many paper contracts actually turned into physical delivery requests. Someone says, forget the IOU. I want the actual metal in my vault now. These numbers have to balance perfectly. If 1,000 people stand for delivery, the report must show exactly 1,000 issuance notices. No rounding, no excuses. Math has to add up to the ounce. For the last 15 trading days, though, something impossible has been happening. Volume data screams massive demand, tens of millions of ounces shifting from paper promises to real metal. Open interest numbers back it up. People aren't just trading paper, they're demanding the stuff. But the issues and stops reports, either completely blank or ridiculously low numbers that break basic rules. Zero deliveries when volume says thousands should be happening. It's like a restaurant with a packed dining room, but the kitchen report says no food served. And today, the peak of it all, the report didn't just lag, it froze entirely. No publish, no update. CME's official line, technical reporting issues. That's corporate speak for our ledger is broken. We don't know who owns what metal anymore, and we can't let anyone see it. You might think, okay, just a software bug. But stop right there. The CME pours billions into redundancy, backup servers in multiple locations, cyber defense is stronger than most governments, failover systems that should kick in instantly. This isn't a mom and pop website crashing. This is the core of global price discovery. It doesn't glitch during one of the biggest delivery cycles ever, right after historic volatility. This smells like deliberate concealment. To understand what they're hiding, we have to look beyond press releases. We have to listen to the whispers in secure channels from analysts who don't answer to big bosses. There's talk of a hacking group called Salt Typhoon, Chinese-linked, operating for months, infiltrating U.S. critical systems. Not just obvious targets like power grids or telecoms. The financial settlement layer itself, the beating heart where trillions clear every day. Here's the theory that is gaining traction among independent watchers. What if Salt Typhoon didn't blow up the CME in a flashy attack? What if they quietly infiltrated to loot it from the inside? They compromise the core matching engine, the code that decides which buy gets paired with which sell. Insert a hidden routine that bumps their delivery orders to the front of the line. Silently release physical bars from vaults into anonymous shell company accounts. At the same time, tamper with reporting feeds so inventory dashboards still show full while metal is quietly trucked away. It's the perfect heist. Change the security camera loop to show empty hallways while the safe is being emptied. The glitch happens when someone finally does a real count. The database crashes because reality doesn't match the fake numbers. System says 50 tons of gold registered. Actual vault check, way less. They can't publish without admitting millions of ounces vanished. So they slap on technical issues and buy 48 hours to scramble, find the metal, forge entries, or call in emergency favors. The market isn't waiting, it's already pricing in disaster. When a clearinghouse goes silent, it screams insolvency. And the smoking gun is right there in prices. The gold spread between New York, paper, and Mumbai, physical, exploded to $283 per ounce. That's not a tiny inefficiency. That's a canyon. The bridge between US paper promises and Asian real metal is gone. Let's make this super clear with an everyday example. Imagine two fruit stands selling the same apples. One in New York charges $1 each. The other in Mumbai charges 1.28. That's the $283 equivalent on gold scale. Normally, fast traders buy in New York, ship to Mumbai, sell higher, pocket the difference. Computers do this millions of times a day. Arbitrage bots with fiber cables spanning oceans, shaving milliseconds for profit. Gaps close in seconds. But $283 has sat wide open for hours. Why? Because step 2 fails. You can't get the metal delivered from New York vaults. Bots run the math, see infinite delivery risk, and shut off. Arbitrage is dead. No unified global price anymore. Just a fictional New York price and a real Mumbai one. The US market is an island. Silver tells the same story. London to Hong Kong spread hit $13 per ounce, over 10% of spot. Normal? Pennies? This? End of days level? Metal flow stopped cold. Liquidity, the blood of markets, hit 0. When blood stops, organs fail. Why Hong Kong? While CME is dark, major vaults there suddenly announce emergency cyber maintenance and freeze withdrawals exports. Can't move silver or gold bars. Official excuse? System upgrades for security. But look closer. A new law kicked in January 1st, 2026, the Protection of Critical Infrastructure Ordinance. It gives authorities power to lock down any critical system, vaults, clearing networks during cyber threats. Timeline fits perfectly. US breach, CME blackout. Hong Kong cites global cyber instability, invokes ordinance, vaults sealed. Not admitting no metal left, just protecting against hackers. Genius cover. Stops the bleed without triggering panic. Metal quietly retitled to local control while everyone's distracted. Coordinated pincer move. West kills transparency to hide empty shelves. East slams the door on hoarded supply. Global chain suffocates. No more just-in-time delivery. Now it's hoard or lose. Monday morning, short sellers, people betting on lower prices, are in nightmare mode. To exit shorts, they need physical metal or buyback contracts. But sources? CME data lost, probably inventory too. Hong Kong locked tight. Trapped in a burning building with no exits. Pressure builds with no release. Prices must rocket vertically. Possible outcomes? Violent snapback. Sunday night electronic session opens, panic covering hits. Silver gaps 20-plusers in minutes. Shorts buy at any cost. No sellers around. Price hunts real balance. 120? 140. Darker path. Force majeure declared. Unforeseen cyber event. Suspend deliveries. Force cash settlement at Friday's low prices. Ultimate rug pull. Paper market defaults without saying the word. Cash floods out. People sprint to physical, but physical is gone or locked. Street prices detach completely. Exchange frozen at $90. Real silver 200 plus. Headlines will blame cyber instability, but translate, the run has begun. Trust shattered. Paper promises exposed as empty. What does this mean for you sitting at home? In broken finance, a hack is the perfect excuse. Normal insolvency, bankruptcy, jail time. Hacked? You're the victim. Freeze everything as protection. Cyber narrative hides capital controls without laws. $283 spread is the smoke alarm blaring. Paper assets, ETFs, unallocated accounts, futures. You're holding a ticket to a burned down coat check. Force majeure hits, low cash payout while real metal soars. Brutal lesson, if you can't touch it, you don't own it. Counterparty risk is now everything. Digital ledgers can be erased or frozen, physical metal in your hand. No code can delete it. The spread screams the truth. An ounce of gold you physically hold in Asia is worth $283 more than a promise in New York. Market begging you, exit paper illusions. Convert to real metal before doors lock forever. We're entering partitioned times. West goes dark, East bolts shut, global flow dies. Monday brings truth, and truth is expensive. The hack didn't create the shortage. It exposed what was already there. Demand, solar, tech, EVs, far outrunning supply, mines lagging, vaults drained slowly over years. Don't get lost in hacker drama or tech jargon. The signal is clear. Vaults empty, exits closing. Only safe place is physical metal you control yourself. Stack responsibly, store securely, diversify. Watch Monday open like a hawk. If spreads blow wider, it's confirmation. Thanks for sticking with me on Gold Silver Frontier. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button. It helps others see this warning. Share with anyone holding metals. Subscribe and hit notifications. I'll update as Monday unfolds. Comment below. What's your plan? All physical? Watching paper positions? How are you feeling about this? And remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a licensed advisor, and nothing in this video is telling you to buy, sell, or hold anything. This is simply my personal opinion based on publicly available data and market observations. Precious metals are highly volatile and carry significant risk, including the potential for total loss. Past patterns do not guarantee future results. Always do your own research, consider your personal financial situation, and consult a qualified professional before making any decisions. Investing involves risk, and you could lose everything. Stay informed and stay safe out there.